Alright guys, it is time for the website. Last time we looked at the trailer, but there is a whole website. I did look a little bit into the website, I didn't dive like too deep into it. So I'm sure there's some things that I'm missing, but I kind of know generally what's there. I know that these are some of the characters that you're gonna see throughout the story. I know that these are the sovereigns, and then obviously that's the queen. But I mean, we'll see if there's anything surprising hidden in the little text or something. So we'll see. Welcome back, soldier. It's been a while. After hundreds of years of closed borders, the Queen of Fruma is opening her gates to Fruman recruits of the Wynn province, inviting them to see the sights and stay in the royal palace. But behind doors, something doesn't seem quite right. The empty halls, the abandoned sovereign chairs, and this strange tournament being held in her honor. What are the Queen's true motivations for this invitation? Wynncraft Fruma expansion is Wynncraft's mightiest expansion, 7 years in the making. That's a long fucking time. Explore the province that started it all with old friends and discover what is truly happening behind those walls. That's interesting that it says the abandoned sovereign chairs. Because like in the trailer and everything, it looks like the sovereigns are in their thrones or like in their places. So I don't know why they're abandoned. Maybe just like when you start there's something and then something doesn't go to plan, then you end up joining the resistance group that we'll see later on. Whole new province awaits. Step into the province of Fruma, a land that's spent centuries suppressing magic and hiding its darkest secrets. Team up with Tasm and the Leaves in the Wind. That's the thing. In our most ambitious main storyline yet, as rebellion sparks and the truth begins to surface. Fruma stands on the brink of change. Also, I do have some Wynncraft music in the background, so it's not just completely silent. It'll be shuffling with all the like updated music. At least it should be. I don't know why it's paused. There we go. I don't know what happened with the music, but oh well. Anyway, we got a little bit of stuff from like what the trailer showed us. Looks absolutely gorgeous. God, I cannot wait for this. This is gonna be so good. New max level is 120. There's 91 new abilities. There's now 50 max ability points, so only 5 more. 13-part storyline with 8 side quests, so 21 new... Sorry, my dog's sleeping in the background. There's 21 new quests, 13 of which are the main storyline. There's a new raid, which we'll see later, and it says loot run. It's loot runs, it's 2, at least if the trailer's to be believed. And they say a new end game, which, curious about that. So there must be some kind of new challenge or something that's similar to loot runs and raids and dungeons and stuff. Something like brand new. Maybe it's connected to something we're going to see later on called the Wastelands, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. Items 2.0, there's 10 new mythics and 1,000 plus new items. It's a lot of items. And then 5 new regions, which I'm pretty sure there's a 6th that's going to come later, but not quite yet. Obviously, if you haven't played in a while, there have been a lot of changes, such as the was it Spellbound update, Wynncraft 2.0, that changed all your spells and stuff. There's obviously Rekindled World, which has like all the new bosses and mobs and changes to all that and everything. So if you haven't played in a while, you might want to, because there's also a right here. There's a double XP extravaganza going on for like an entire month. They're doing like, I'm pretty sure there's like, I think they said there's like, some of it's a double XP, some of it's a triple XP and stuff, and it's like being rolled out throughout the month or something. So now would be a great time to catch up if you need. I'm a little half and half on it because it's like, you know, it's, on one hand, it's great for people to catch up, but on the other hand, it's gonna ruin some people's like first playthrough of the game, which sucks, but whatever. Next, Fruma province is the birthplace of new wind soldiers, shaped and advanced technology, and neglected villagers alike. It is a land defined by hardship. Here you are the invader, marching through their fields and homes. At least that's how Her Majesty sees it. Discover new regions packed with danger, battle powerful enemies, bosses, hunt down rare loot and hidden secrets, and take on fresh new challenges that push you even further than before. That's not what that said, but whatever. They look so beautiful! Whoever takes these screenshots, man, give them a raise. That's so pretty. I didn't even notice that in the background. That must be the Sovereign's place. Wow. Now seeing it like really up close. That's so cool. What is that? It's like some, can I zoom in? No, of course not. No! Go back. Some like blue. Like, right here, right here, right here. Almost like it's the Colossus, but it doesn't look like a Colossus. But that landscape right there looks so beautiful. That like rocky terrain with that like overhang kind of that the castle is on. God, that's so beautiful. The industrial district looks so cool too. Looks like a maze of factories. Oh, that's so awesome. Of course, there's two walls walling off the industrial district because it's like, you know, that is the working area, and this is like really high up, away from everything else, because this is like the nobility area. We'll get to there later. Auburn Forest looks gorgeous. There's like birch trees here. There's something over here. I wonder what that is. Looks like you can like either go in here or go around here, because we know the place is like, no, doesn't it like stop here and then it like comes around like that, and the tutorial area is here. I'm forgetting my map, hold on. Because I could have sworn, maybe I'm just stupid. Okay, here's the gate. I could have sworn there was like a little thing here, but it looks like there's something here, and then the Auburn Forest's here. Capital's right here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Gosh, that looks so beautiful. Look at these builds. And these like, these right here look so amazing. Wow. God, this is gonna be so good. And now we have like flying mounts so that we can like go up and like see it from this angle. Oh my gosh. without like spell spamming and stuff. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Anyway, so here's the regions. We got Auburn Forest. There's a quiet whisper in the trees. The autumn-stained forest sees little involvement from the crown, granting the community a sense of peace and serenity. With the lack of official work, a culture of foraging and trading emerge. However, this lack of work also means scarcity of emeralds, so it's like the poor people place. The industrial district. Life is relentless in the rough works. Industrialization has covered the hills with urban sprawl, factories and farms spanning the landscape. The residents are subject to demanding work schedules, us for real, forced to meet production quotas under threat of losing housing or worse. There's the Mistwoods. Silence permeates the thick fog of the isolated Mistwoods. Amongst the massive ancient redwood trees, the people of the region live guarded lives, distrustful of anyone from outside their communities, for the fog hides many things. A friendly face rarely means well. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna run into some people who mean us harm, even though they seem friendly. Highlands. The vast and stunning highlands are a land of status. Ancient castles dot the landscape, where the province's nobility live in luxury, caring little for those beneath them. Life is good, beautiful, and simple. And then Illumia Citadel. The domain of the crown's authority and power. Each of Fruma's regions rests in the shadow of Illumia Citadel, a constant reminder of its rule. Within its walls resides the province's most valued citizens, guarded by the best and strongest of the Fruman wings, the Gendarme, or Gendarme. However you spell that, I don't know. Is that even a word? Let's see if that's a word. Gendarme. An armed police officer in France. Okay. Pinnacle on a mountain. Okay. Okay, so gendarme. Cool. Who said cities had to be safe? Interesting. The Wastelands. The Wastelands will be released in a separate update at a later date. So, another expansion. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be like a huge expansion like Fruma was, or is, or like how Gavel was. I'm gonna guess it's a smaller, like one area expansion that will happen right after Fruma or something. Not right after, but you know. We also have new caves, obviously. Fruma brings many new caves to explore, rewarding XP and endgame loot. Some of these were actually shown in, were like leaked in the quest book by accident. So we know at least a couple of these. Auburn Lumber Mill, I'm pretty sure was there. Looks like we got some lumberjacks there. We got Turisan or Turrican stables. Yeah, it's a hole in the ground. And then Water Tower, which I'm gonna guess is in the industrial district, from the looks of it. I wonder if this fog's actually like there. That's so cool. New discoveries. New secrets have been placed throughout the regions, expanding on the lore, even more of those ready to explore. Little guys, little animals. Obviously there's secret discoveries. Why wouldn't there be? New world events, of course. New world events now join the existing event pool in Fruma, rewarding new ingredients and loot. Stack Peak Pinnacle, which looks like it's right outside the gate. Apiary Hive, probably in actually looks like it's in the Mistwoods. Oh, musk dogs! Oh, they're so cute! Oh, look at them! Musty dogs. Oh, they're so cute. Looks like Mistwoods is gonna be around level 110, 115. It's interesting. I would have thought that would be 115 to 120, almost 120. Anyway, new quests. In addition to the 13-part storyline, the Fruma expansion also includes many new quests that dive deeper into the lore, the province, and its citizens. So, new side quests. A raccoon steals a chicken. You turn a valve. You cook something. And you fly. So, can't wait to see some of these quests. They look like they're gonna be so good. Looks like there's one that like you actually can like make a contraption to get across a gap. Almost reminds me of Tears of the Kingdom. When Might Awakens, jump back into Wynncraft's main storyline with our greatest story yet in a brand new 13-part storyline. This is a continuation of the Realm of Light and Silent Expanse storyline, so make sure to finish those beforehand. It's interesting that it's Realm of Light, so I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the Realm of Light and Realm of Dern. Gonna guess probably, because like most things are. Oh, puzzles. I mean, of course there's puzzles. Meet the Sovereigns. Now, wait, before I go there. With these, I wonder if this is only for like the Fruma stuff, or are they gonna go back and give the dialogue to everybody? Because like, this doesn't have the portrait. No, I feel like it should have the portrait. Like, this guard here doesn't have a portrait either. So I wonder if all of the quests are gonna have something like this. Because the main thing that would make me say otherwise would be the portraits. Because that's a lot of artwork. We'll see. Anyway, meet the Sovereigns. To keep her grip on Fruma, the Queen blesses select sovereigns with immense power. If you want to reach her, you'll have to go through them. There's Xerok, level 140, Sovereign of the Auburn Forest. As the latest sovereign to ascend to position, sorry, I can't fucking say anything. Xerok has dedicated himself to advancing the neglected and underdeveloped forests infrastructure. Coming from a scorned noble house of the Highlands, he hopes to restore the house's honor and reputation, proving himself worthy to his colleagues and Her Majesty. Susu, level 160, Sovereign of the Industrial District. The prodigy inventor Susu is credited for the onset of Fruma's industrial age, following her invention of a method to harness electricity for power. In the years since, she has dedicated herself to advancing the province and improvising efficiency, and perhaps building a few golems as a side project. I wonder if she was like friends with Corcus, and then Corcus and his followers left. It's interesting. Gikyo, level 200, Sovereign of the Mistwoods. The enigmatic ranger of the Mistwoods, Gikyo is known for a hands-off approach to governance, rarely appearing in public. Those few who claim to have met them in person say their interactions were stilted, unsettling, and off. He does seem kind of off. Majin, level 250, nah. 99999. Sovereign of the Highlands. Artist, poet, scholar, writer, magician. Is there anything the Sovereign Majin doesn't excel at? As head of the Fruman military and general of its Wings division, he holds a commanding presence and has eyes throughout the whole province. So this guy's a narcissist. He does everything so good. He's such a good amazing man kind of guy. I hate him already. Question mark. Level, I don't know. He's a sovereign. Something was lost here, so can't tell you much about that. Very purple. I wonder if that means that this is us. So, a little theory about who this could be. Could be just a brand new character. Could be us with the mirror thing. Maybe it's Tasm was one of the sovereigns once. I doubt it because of the memory that he has, but what if it's Bakal? Doubt it, but it could be Bakal. Probably not, but just a thought. Meet the leaves in the wind. You aren't going in alone. The leaves in the wind is one of many resistance groups throughout the province, based in the Auburn Forest. One of the many resistance groups throughout the province, based in the Auburn Forest. Its members work to help the downtrodden and neglected citizens of the region, gather insight on the crowd's movements, and sabotage military operations. However, a growing discontent spreads throughout the leaves, who feel their work over the last 2 decades has had very little impact on the wider province. Most of its members are too tied down to the region to take a greater stand, needing to stay to support friends or family, but for the rest, perhaps the right external catalyst could spring them into action. Probably meaning us. Phantasm. Rex, a talented archer and tactician for the leaves. Rex has not always lived in the Auburn Forest, having grown up in the comfortable highlands. She found herself stranded in the region when trying to find someone she cared for. Rex has made a new home and a new life for herself, but her stability is threatened when a new face arrives from beyond Fruma's walls. The mere mention of the Wynn province enough to draw out suspicion and anger from her otherwise warm personality. Zeph. Hiding in the shadows, Zeph excels at gathering information for the leaves. After losing his parents at a young age, he spent much of his childhood on the streets before being taken in by Syndra, who we'll see later. Despite his ordeals, Zeph never fails to see the light in people, always believing in a better future. He will always be the first to reach for an opportunity to improve, no matter what the risk is. Sui. Sui is a quiet, reserved, and insecure member of the Leaves. She treasures her newfound family, but joining the resistance was not her own choice. It was a decision made out of necessity. When resisting the crown turns ever more dangerous, and the stakes grow even higher, Sui finds herself pulled further into uncertainty. Will she be able to truly make a difference? Can she find a way to keep her family safe? And most importantly, is she really cursed? Mora. Mora is Sui's older brother and a strong fighter, ready to take down anyone who threatens his family. Though he has a tough appearance, he has a heart of gold, always willing to aid his fellow Leaves. When he was younger, Mora had planned to join the province's military in hopes of being able to protect others. However, a chance meeting with Syndra dissuaded him from following through, as she convinced him to join the Leaves instead. Syndra. Once a loyal soldier of the crown, Syndra is the founder of the Leaves of the Wind Resistance. She is a wise and steady leader over the years, and she has grown attached to the younger members of the Leaves, treating them as if they were her own children. Still, Syndra is closed off and secretive about her own past. What could have turned against the crown so suddenly, and why does she seemingly have a connection with the sovereign Zirarch? Tasm. We know Tasm. Though he had tried to turn away from his past, Tasm finds himself drawn back in a mysterious invitation. When a mysterious invitation is sent out to many once Fruman recruits, inviting them to a celebration held within the province's walls. Will he find the answers he's been looking for? Will he be satisfied with the truth? Will you tell him what happened? I assume that's what happened with Aladar. Like, why Aladar isn't here. I feel like he deserves to know. I'll probably tell him. A new dialogue system. Experience the story of Fruma like never before with an updated dialogue system. It no longer uses the in-game chat and supports portraits, unlocking a new depth of storytelling never seen before in Minecraft. Kind of looks like Stardew Valley with the portraits. It's cool. Yet another name drop too. Human. Interesting. Ultimate abilities. You are too weak to take on the might of Fruma for now. Wynncraft's Fruma expansion increases everyone's potential to new heights with brand new ultimate abilities and additional ability tree page for every class. Gather even more power with high tier powders and augments. So we have tier 7 powders. I'm not going to read all of these, I'm just going to click through these. Other people have gone deep into them. These are the different things for each class. What's it called? Ultimate abilities. Yeah, you cast them using F, it looks like, so swap hands. Very cool. Also 3000% of your DPS, that's crazy. Ability tree 8th page. In addition to the brand new Riftwalker rework, each class gets a whole new page on their ability tree with dozens of new abilities and combos. With 5 extra ability points, you can now unlock new builds never before seen. So, new abilities, of course. Riftwalker rework. That's a lot to read. I'm gonna sum it up. Riftwalker was basically just like something you kind of put into other archetypes. Like, you never went full Riftwalker because it was just a stat increaser with Winded. It's kind of stupid, but they're basically changing it to a new system called Distortion, which instead of applying Winded to enemies, you're applying Distortion to yourself, and it like has different interactions with different spells and stuff. Here's some of its things. We'll see how good it is. I like the idea of Riftwalker, so maybe this will make me use Riftwalker again. Ability VFX. Abilities now have fully custom VFX animations instead of standard particles. These effects are more detailed, expressive, and readable in combat while also reducing lag. Yes! We love reducing lag. I am a little concerned about how delayed the main attack looks. But it'll just, I think, needing to be getting used to. I don't think it'll be a problem. It'll just be a little funky to get used to it. New raid. The Queen's War-Torn Palace stands as the ultimate expression of Fruma's power, walls unbroken, towers unscarred, as if the conflict beyond its gates never existed. Yet the true heart of the war lies within. Gather your team and breach the Citadel's flawless defenses in Wynncraft's toughest challenge yet. Face coordinated team-based trials, relentless new enemies, and powerful bosses who guard the Queen's last stronghold. So, I'm guessing there's like mini-bosses. Like, he's gonna be the first mini-boss, and then he's gonna be the second mini-boss, and then you fight the Queen, I assume. That's cool. I like that it has mini-bosses. That's so good. Harness the spoils of war with brand new aspects that unlock new potential and new loot to strengthen your build. You'll need every edge you can get. So yeah, they got new aspects, even some for the ultimate abilities, and it looks like you get one ultimate ability, one aspect for the ultimates for every class. So this one has all 3 ultimate abilities, 1 per each archetype, and it's just one thing. And tier 3 is max. So you don't have to grind too much. Loot runs. Explore across Fruma with 2 brand new loot run camps. Conquer greater challenges than ever before, and encounter game-changing missions, trials, and new beacon. There's a new curse type, Radiance. There's a new beacon, pink beacon, that just gives you an extra beacon reroll. Boon potency, boosted blue beacons now increase the strength of boons. So not only, I don't know if it's an addition or if it's replacing it, but instead of just choosing 4 boons instead of 3, you now also get those boons increased in strength. So instead of like plus 20 strength or whatever, you now get like plus 40 or whatever. And then of course there's some new missions, it looks like. New trials. Yeah. Loot runs now offer a new inspect menu to keep track of all useful current loot run information like beacons, boons, curses, etc. Which, don't know why that wasn't in there in the first place, but I'm so glad it's here now. It's great. We don't need windtills for that anymore. You only need windtills really for a map now, because like the dialogue's fixed. The like loot run inspecting is better now. You see more information than Windtills gives you. The content book is fixed. Why use Windtills other than the spellcasting buttons, which there are other mods for it too, and a map. I'm still keeping Windtills on just for the map and the spell buttons, but for the rest of it, you don't really need it. Items 2.0. Items have been reworked from the ground up. The set tier has been removed, and all the items in there were relocated to the other things sets by themselves, and the bonuses stay the same. So like there is morph, it's just not green anymore. It's probably going to be legendary or fabled or something. You no longer have to equip armor in a specific order to make your builds work. That's fantastic, especially for shamans. You'll keep wielding your weapon even if you move your hotbar focus to another slot, allowing spells to keep their effects even when you drink a potion. A huge change for all classes, but especially shamans, yes. So you can keep your totem out, you can do all that while drinking potions or whatever. So good. So absolutely fantastic. Item Ascension. What did I say? What did I say? Worried about your mythic becoming irrelevant? Ascend your items to unlock whole new potentials. Note that only some mythics will have this capability. On release, will add more over time. So you can upgrade your mythics. I was right. It wasn't quite what I was thinking by turning them into divine weapons, but it's exactly what I thought, pretty much. I said you would be able to upgrade your mythics to endgame level, and that's exactly what's here. Drop system rework. Items that drop are now more relevant to your class and build. There's also a soft pity system that'll ensure you see a wide variety of items. Good. Good. I hate grinding for a new bow or something. And I just get shaman weapons. It's like, okay. 1,000 plus new items, 29 new major IDs, and 10 new mythics. The Fruma expansion introduces more than 1,000 new items, introducing 10 new mythics. Find new combos that will level up your build like never before. Powders. Powders can reach up to tier 7. They can be directly added to your weapon without a powder master. Item balancing. Item balance pulling, starting with the Fruma expansion, item changes that increase skill point requirements or decrease skill point IDs will be pulled to the community and will only move forward if approved by the majority of voters. New item rebalancing will not be subject to polling during betas, nor will 2 weeks of their release on servers allow time for gameplay, allowing time for real gameplay data and feedback to emerge. With this, we aim to reduce the risk of builds breaking unexpectedly while giving the community a stronger voice with these significant balance decisions. That's good. That's good, because I hate when my build just... Oh, I can't use it now. I have to spend even more money on other armor. Whatever. Powder Master replacement. New NPC, the Upgrader, will have more information to share about this new NPC that will replace the Powder Master in the coming weeks. So Powder Master gone because you can just directly apply powders to your weapons and stuff. And now there's the Upgrader, which I am assuming is for the item ascension. I'm assuming that's what it's for. But time will tell. They'll share more information. New music. Fruma arrives with 70 plus new tracks for its regions and quests. Golly! Subscribe to the Wynncraft OST channel below to be notified as each one goes live, and I sure am. Soundtrack is so good. New mobs! Fruma's creatures are grounded in reality, whereas Wynn leads on undead and Gavel embraces the fantastical. Fruma focuses on humans and animals with a more gritty, believable feel. It is, after all, the origin of it all. Still, not everything is as ordinary as it seems. Some creatures hide within this sense of normalcy, and what appears familiar may be subtly off. That's so good. I love that. Mount rework. Mounts have been completely redesigned with new types and a whole new way to train your steeds. I didn't think they would actually do this, but I was really hoping at one point they would do this. I was so ecstatic when I saw this. It's not quite how I was hoping it would be, but I'll take it. Oh, I'll take it. Horses are from Wynn. Wyverns are they can fly, and they're from the Canyon of the Lost. And then Adasaurs are from the Mistwoods. So we got horses for Wynn, Wyverns for Gavel, Adasaurs for Fruma. So one for each province, kinda. Surprised there's not a Corcus one, but whatever. I was really hoping that the mounts would... There would be like raid specific mounts. Like with Nest of the Grusling, maybe there's a worm mount. You know, things to grind for, like most MMOs, because that's the one thing I love MMOs for. I love collecting mounts. It's my favorite thing. Professions. Fruma introduces new resources that allow you to craft to level 120 items, upgrade gathering tools to tier 13, and craft new powerful custom items, of course. Of course. Bundles. There's new bundles. Yeah. They also give you a hero beta. There's some pets, some new like armor sets and weapon sets, all cosmetic. It's cool. There's 4 different bundles. And that is it. Sure is it. Alright, now there's some double XP extravaganza going on, so if you want, you can catch up and get prepared for Fruma. That is coming March. That's crazy. I don't even know how much time we're gonna have with the beta. When's the beta coming out? I'm assuming later this month, like maybe in like a week or 2, maybe. But yeah. That's so exciting. We only have to wait a month. So that's about it for the website. Super excited. Like if you liked it, subscribe and hit the bell if you want more. And I'll see you guys later.